against Duran. Ran out of gas, got frustrated when the Fermo wouldn't go down. Will that happen in this fight if Duran can take it the full 15?
Less than 30 seconds to go in the 7th.
And there, look on the inside. It's Haglar really throwing the shots, not Duran.
It is Haglar who's got Duran against the ropes. Duran wanted this, but he wanted the other way. He wanted to press the attack against Haglar. Has not been able to do that. They're at close range, and Haglar rumbling pretty well. A right hand by Duran at the bell, and they stare at each other.
Nice round, Marvin. Nice round.
Marvin, when you took the right hand, you're doing good. You turn yourself good. He's leaning over. You throw that straight left hand, he's leaning under. Turn into a half uppercut and half hook. Understand? That's when you catch him.
He's ducking under.
Right?
But you're looking good.
He's contending boxing. He's getting... That was a good round, big round, but don't go blowing your cool.
Get your speed back.
Duran knows that Haglar had extremely effective rounds in the 6th and 7th. He wasn't hurt. He may have been stunned. He wasn't hurt. He remains unmarked. Very much in this fight. Haglar has given him his best, but Haglar has not been able to be domineering. We're ready for round 8. Neither man has been cuttered down.
Even though Marvin Haglar hasn't boxed all through this fight, he has used his pretty good foot speed and his good ring generalship to get away from Duran when there was danger. And that's something, as I said, Davey Moore and Pepino Cuevas just didn't have the tools to do against Duran. So I think now Haglar would like for Duran to lunge in with the right hand. Certainly Duran must sense he's falling behind. Haglar would like to catch him with counter shots as Duran lunges in with the right.
We are approaching the halfway mark of the fight. Al, I want your impressions about how one man has been able to prevail his will over the other, or has that occurred?
Well, I think Haglar has done so more out of technical abilities than anything else. He is simply a better boxer than Duran has faced in recent times.
And Duran has not seen this kind of pressure since he fought Ray Leonard.
You see the right hand blocked by Haglar. Haglar has fought a pretty good defensive fight. Duran himself has avoided being hit really flush by Haglar. Now Haglar turns to righty, and watch how effective he is when he turns to this stance.
He made a pivot move and brought that left hook to the head. He just did it twice. Haglar's corner knows that Marvin is especially effective in the orthodox stance, and they welcome him switching to the righty style.
And Marvin wants to fight on the inside with Duran. Unlike what people thought, he's ripping shots to the body and the head.
Less than a minute to go in round 8. After a spirited 6th and 7th rounds, it's quiet here in the 8th.
And if there's an edge in body work, it certainly would go to Haglar, and that is a factor as we go on in this fight. Will that take something out of Duran? Haglar blocks those punches.
They're starting to bang their heads here in round 8. There's always the problem of the butt.
And of course, Haglar himself has occasionally been guilty, as he was in his second fight with Anafermo, of using his head as a weapon.
First half of this round was quiet. It's been stepped up because of Haglar's ability to punch in bunches. Hard jab there by Haglar. Yet another one. A countering right hand by Duran, and a little extracurricular activity that Haglar did not like.
I think the last thing Roberto Duran needs now is to make Marvin Haglar more motivated than he is already. Haglar has gotten loose here in the last couple of rounds after being tight early and has done well.
Let Greg take that. Come on. Okay, Marv, listen, use your jab more often, all right? Try not to get too much of a slugging guy. Even though you're beating him inside, try not to get too much slugging out there. Use that jab, double up with a jab. He'll come at you. I like it right-handed, Marv. Doing real good. Stay right-handed once in a while. Don't confuse the hell out because all your punches are coming together. When you throw that straight left hand, he gets under it. It's got to be 2.5.
Some action from the previous round as Haglar scored well with the jab. Customato, the venerable trainer, says that Roberto Duran is the smartest fighter in the ring today. And I think that even Marvin Haglar has to agree that after 8 rounds against Duran, he hasn't actually gone through him like a hot knife through butter. He has to give him the acknowledgement that he's a pretty good boxer. Duran comes out flat-footed for round number 9. A wide stance. It looks like Duran here wants to really rumble. He wants to get Haglar at close quarters.
And Haglar again as a righty. You heard Goody Petronelli say, I like you as a righty. Change up and use that often.
Haglar looks like he's ready to accommodate Mr. Duran if he wants to go toe-to-toe here at close quarters. Duran has closed the distance between himself and Haglar.
We've talked about Duran's defense, and it's excellent, but Marvin Haglar in this fight has shown that he also is a good defensive fighter, picking off punches and slipping others. Although occasionally Duran does get in with that straight right hand. The jab of Duran has been almost non-existent in this fight.
Another right hand blocked by Haglar. Haglar with a 3-punch combination on the head of Duran.
Haglar slipping the jabs and pounding the body of Roberto Duran.
Then he came upstairs with some uppercuts, and that brought an ooh and an ah from the crowd. Right hook by Haglar.
This fight is very reminiscent of the fight that Haglar fought here in Las Vegas against Vito Antuofermo when he tried to lift the title. He beat Antuofermo as he's beating Duran right now, but around this time in the fight is when it shifted and Vito started putting pressure on. Let's see if history repeats itself. Duran has certainly not come close to going down in this fight.
Haglar said he learned a great lesson from that controversial draw. He knew he ran out of gas down the final 5 rounds. He said he learned how to train for 15 rounds. He vowed it would never happen again.
And so far, no indication that Haglar is slowing the tempo. Good counter hook by Duran. It has no impact on Haglar.
Haglar threw a lead left hand, and Duran came with that countering hook. Less than a minute to go in the round.
Haglar continues also to work the body very effectively.
Hammering right hand by Duran on the head of Haglar. Duran with that sinister look. Both fighters looking each other over. Duran with a right hand to the head of Haglar. Final seconds, round 9.
This fight has ebbed and flowed on a number of different occasions. Right now, again, it's a chess match as they look for an opening. Good jab, double jab by Haglar, and he's gotten that punch on track since the 2nd round.
Early in the round, the Haglar with an eruption, a 3-punch combination, then later some body work. That was the major noise in an otherwise unspectacular 9th round.
Duran, I thought in the last round or 2 started to get a little fatigued. Let's see if that continues to be a problem for him.
A racehorse pace. And it's been dictated by Marvin Haglar. He wants, if this fight goes into the championship rounds, past the 10th, Haglar wants Duran at a breakneck speed.
And there's the body work of Haglar, something that many people thought would be Duran's ticket to victory. Instead, it's been Haglar really beating that man, Duran, around the body.
In Duran's corner, they're applying the ice pack to his abdomen. And sometimes that's a telltale sign. Duran breathing heavily, and I'll tell you this about Haglar. He's in cruise control.
How you doing now? Don't think about it.
There's the bell for round 10.
And again, Haglar starts in the right-handed stance. He has switched up often in this fight. I think it has confused Duran, and as a righty, I still maintain Haglar has done his best work. Look at on the inside. This is where Duran was supposed to win, but instead it's Haglar. And there was an elbow from Haglar to show you that he is not above questionable tactics.
The fourth admonishment to Duran by the referee for a low blow.
And for all the hassles over the referee, Stanley Christodoulou has played a minor role in this fight.
They're on the inside here in round 10. Imagine walking down that lonely, dark street, fighting on the inside against either of these men.
Both men are masters on the inside, and at this point anyway, it looks like the idea that Haglar is a true middleweight and Duran has come up too many weight divisions would appear to be the case on the inside. Haglar appears strong there.